Lotus 11. A Lotus 11 is a sports racing car built in various versions by Lotus from 1956 until 1958. The later versions built in 1958 are sometimes referred to as Lotus 13, although this was not an official designation. In total, about 270 11s of all versions were built. Design and performance. The 11 was designed by Colin Chapman and fitted with a sleek body designed by aerodynamicist Frank Costin. Its top version, dubbed Le Mans, was generally fitted with a 1100cc 67-sci Coventry Climax FWA engine and occasionally with a 1500cc 92-sci Coventry Climax FWB engine mounted in the front of a tubular space frame and featured a de Dion rear axle and Girling disc brakes. Fully loaded, the car weighed only about 1,000 lb 450 kg. Versions for a 1100cc 67-sci Climax engine club and a 1172cc 72-sci Ford engine Sport were also produced. Both featured a live rear axle and drum brakes. Several cars were fitted with alternative engines by their owners. These included Coventry Climax 1500 92-sci FWB and FPF, and 1200cc 73-sci FWE, Maserati 150S 1500 92-sci, DKW 1061-sci Saab 850 52-sci, and 750 46-sci engines. There were two main body styles, one with a headrest and the other with no headrest, just two small fins. Some cars were later fitted with a closed body with gullwing doors to meet GT specifications. Perhaps the car's most notable race result was 7th overall at the 1956 24 Hours of Le Mans, driven by Reg Bicknell and Peter Jopp. Despite the wide variety of engines installed, the car was primarily designed to compete in the 1100cc class, where it was one of the most successful cars during the mid to late 1950s. In 1956, an 11, modified by Costin with a bubble canopy over the cockpit, was driven by Sterling Moss to a class world record of 143 mph 230 km/h for a lap at Monza. Several class victories at Le Mans and Sebring followed, and the 11 became Lotus' most successful race car design. A 750 version won the Index of Performance at Le Mans in 1957. In 1957, the 11 underwent a major design change, including a new front suspension and improvements to the drivetrain. Although officially called 11 Series 2, these late models are sometimes informally referred to as Lotus 13s, since they were produced between the 12 and 14 models, and the 13 designation was not used by Lotus. There have been several replicas and recreations of the Lotus 11, including the Kokopoli 11, the Challenger GTS, the Spartak, and the best known, the Westfield Roman 11.